What's happening, Maple Dudes and Dudettes? Welcome to the world headquarters. Actually, probably just welcome dudes, because I checked the demographics on this channel and it's like 98% men. So to the two dudettes watching, what are you doing here? Now, anyway, I'd welcome some more dudettes in my life. Let's go into the world headquarters and see what we got going on today. What I'm gonna do is take and move these big rolls of tubing back here, okay? Wow, look at me, I'm getting all fancy with my technology. I've got my phone linked to the GoPro, but as you can see right here, we've got 1 1/4 inch black tubing. This is gonna go in the new install in the woods that we're doing. And this is going to be our dry line, our vacuum line. So I'm going to get some of that out there. I'm going to run that out to the woods and drop it off so Albert can get it back down into the woods where we need to unreel it. Now, another thing I want to do is get this out there. And this is a tubing dereeler. Check this thing out. Actually, it's really pretty cool. I had this custom made. So what it is you put these big rolls of tubing, like that 1 1/4 inch stuff or whatever, 1.5 inches. It's actually built to go up to 2 inches. And it's got adjustments on here. So you put the roll in here and you can adjust the width and you can adjust the inner diameter. And it's got a brake on there. Tubing output goes through here and it kind of also holds it so it doesn't overspin or dereel. Yeah, that seems like a pretty cool tool that was just custom made here locally. And they put that together, painted it all up. It looks really nice. Okay, now guys, the next thing that I want to accomplish today is right here. We're in the world headquarters again. It's amazing. But anyway, let's go out here. But out here, well, you can kind of see the edge of it here. We got all this hard, wet snow on here, but I have a concrete slab, okay, under here. And this is where we're going to put some more tanks. And one of the tanks that we're going to put up on there is I'm going to get another white plastic tank like this for permeate, as the Canadians call it, or water, as I call it. That's the water, the permeate that comes out of the sap. I have 2 of them, but I need another one to properly do all the rinse and wash cycles that I want to do, because I did add on to the RO machine. So that's the reason for getting that. So I'm going to get the trailer hooked up and go pick that up today. Now, the reason for that tank, guys, is the RO, okay? And one of the things I did also this year was add a new post to the RO. This one is not hooked in yet, but I'm gonna need that extra water to run the proper rinse and wash cycles all the way through for this machine. Because like a lot of times during the season, what we're gonna be doing is, we'll do a rinse, then you do the soap wash, and then you gotta do another rinse. And then sometimes you do an acid wash, and then you got to do another rinse. And then after you do an acid wash, you got to do another soap wash. And then, of course, you got to do another rinse. So with 6 membranes now, I got to have a lot of capacity out there for the water to do the proper washing and rinsing. So anything to do with maple is very expensive. I mean, I can kind of run down the cost what this is. And I'm not trying to brag, because there's a lot easier ways to make money. But this alone was over $5 grand. That concrete slab out there was like $5 grand. The tank that I'm picking up today, the big plastic tank, is over $2 grand. So right there, I've got probably close to $13,000 and then I'm gonna have plumbing out there to hook that all up so it all works. We'll have 13 grand into expanding this RO. Welcome to the world of the maple syrup maker. And then there's still guys out there that want to give it away for $8 or $10 a quart. All right, I gotta go down to the other little shed by the First Woods and get a partial roll of 1 1/4, so we're gonna take a drive down there. Okay, we're down here at Woods number 1, and if you saw my one of my last videos where we did the snow plowing, you get the history report of the operation. We're down here at this little shed. This is where I not originally, but the second phase of syrup cooking occurred here. So look for that video. Highly entertaining. I recommend it. Get a look at what's inside this shed. Oh yeah. A lot of things, guys. A lot of things. Vacuum pumps, tanks, IBC totes, a bunch of those, releasers, sap pumps, anything you could imagine. Let's drive it out to the woods. It's hard work and sacrifice, living in an Amish paradise. Come on, you're never not gonna hear me quote Weird Al in any of these videos when we drive past an Amish place. It's just not gonna happen. So I hope you like that song. All right, we're at another farm here that is just north of the woods, and then I'm dropping this pipe off, and Albert is gonna pick it up with he's getting a sled, and then he's gonna take it way down there to the woods. Just trust it a little bit more than me going on this trail than the one we normally take. I just don't want to get stuck. Now let's go back to the headquarters, and we're gonna get that tubing derailer. Oh, heck yeah, that was easy. Ladies, did you see that? Did you see that? Woo! Check this out, guys. This derailer back here, it's spinning like a windmill back here. Getting lots of looks from people, oncoming traffic, pointing and in alarm because they see a spinning device in the back of the truck. People, I'm driving a dang truck. I know it's spinning. Jeez. All right. We're down here at the old dairy farm, and this is where I gotta back in to the shed here and get the trailer hooked up. Millions of dollars worth of 80s and 90s two-stroke ATVs. That's where I invest my money. All right, so not too bad. I was only about 6 inches to the right. We're gonna try to get that big old tank on here somehow, some way. So we're heading on over to the mean streets, pick up that tank. Guys, what's on your mind? What is going on in the maple world, in your world of the maple world? As you know, I always have my opinions, my correct opinions on the state of the maple industry. And it just, honestly, the maple world to me just does a lot of things that don't make sense. I mean, for instance, I just read a little article from the Maple News saying that the market is flush. There's so much bulk syrup out there right now prior to this upcoming season. And then what do you hear about? Guys tapping trees in November and making syrup in fall throughout the entire winter. Now, primarily, I don't know of anybody doing that in Wisconsin. That's typically out east, probably Vermont mainly, probably maybe some Canadian stuff. But to me, it just doesn't make sense. But with that being said, it's a lot like the dairy industry here in Wisconsin. The milk price goes lower, you add more cows to offset that, and in turn, what does it do? It drives the price down further. Now, you might be saying, Tim, you're adding taps. Well, guess what? I do not sell any bulk syrup. None whatsoever. I sell and market all my syrup, and I work very hard at marketing. I'm not a big company, but I make a living from it. And I'm one of the very few, very, very, very few that can say they make a living full-time from maple syrup. So, to me, I'm doing what I need to do to survive. Now, I know other guys probably think they're doing that, but the bulk syrup producers who are just putting it in the drum and wholesaling it, it just seems like farming. It seems like what farming has become, and commodities just getting lower and lower. Like, for instance, I know a guy around here, local to me, who made 7 drums of syrup last year, and he can't sell it. He can't. The bulk buyers aren't even buying it around here, and in Wisconsin right now, and he can't sell it. He came to me wondering if I wanted to buy it. I don't need it right now. But what is he doing? He's spending a bunch of money to add more taps. So this isn't even a guy that's in it, for a full-time thing. Maple syrup is different, and because it's got that emotional connection, that emotional bond, and that kind of hobby aspect to it, that keeps people coming back for more. And that the fact that you only do it once a year, people forget. And then they get all excited about it. Oh, I want to do this again. But, you can't even sell your syrup, but you're adding more taps. Welcome to maple syrup world, guys. It's crazy. What are your thoughts on that? Leave your thoughts and comments, opinions in the comments below. They call it the man's mall. That may be true, but the mall sometimes is out of stuff. It used to be owned, I think, privately, within the last 3 or 4 years, and then it was bought out by a much larger company. And ever since then, and I'm not the only one saying this, their stock of things in the store is just not what it used to be. Anyway, I got my loading slip. We got to go to the outside area. When I bought this thing, like I said, it was like a $2,200 and some dollar thing. I signed up for the credit card because you can get 10% off in-store purchases or so I thought. So I'm like, oh yeah, 250 bucks off, I'll take that. I'm signed up for the tax exemption here, no tax. It's not a bad savings. Got through the checkout line and found out that it's a maximum of $75 you save. So, you know, I don't know, maybe I tweaked my credit score in a bad way for saving 75 bucks. Who knows? Howdy.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I have a very large plastic tank.
How do you wanna, is it gonna go where you're just gonna shove it up against it? Up against the grating?
Probably, because
Okay, what I'll do is I'll just lay it onto here and then we'll just shove it right over to it. No problem. We'll just get it onto the trailer first, and then we'll spin it.
they're not real heavy, I don't think.
You're right on a hump here on your hook.
Oh, let's see here.
Get it for it.
Okay.
You're on under the crossbar. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thanks guys. One strap gets it done, son. Back at the world headquarters with the tank. Now I'm just gonna drop this tank, hopefully, by myself here. I don't know, we'll see if I can slide it off. Well, you saw that Herculean feat of tipping that tank up on its end. Guys, that's all I got right now. I'm leaving this here. The next thing we're gonna do would be to get this up here, and then when I get the other sap tank in, thank you truck going by on the highway, we're gonna put that up here, and then we are actually gonna get a roof build over this, hopefully yet before season. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. As always, please like and subscribe, and until next time, remember, always keep it real.